You ever get inspired to do more work or work harder because of someone that you think is very attractive? This might be one of the only reasons that I have ever tried to do really well in school. The first time I was ever motivated to try in school because of someone that I thought was attractive was actually because of my AP World History teacher. You might think that this is kind of weird, but I feel like every dude has had a crush on some teacher or at least thought their teacher was hot or something like that. And also, if somebody looks good, then they just look good. That's it. I remember the first day of class as we all walked into her classroom, and my friend leaned over and whispered into my ear, "Dude, isn't our teacher hot?" I gave him this really disgusted look as if I didn't think she was all that, but deep down, I agreed with him. I just wasn't gonna let him know because he basically had a crush on every teacher he had ever had that didn't have a penis or was over 40 years old. Now, back to the front of the classroom, our teacher begins telling us about how much reading we would be expected to do each week, and it was somewhere in the 90s to 120s. As a college student, this does not seem like much anymore. However, to the high school kid who is used to reading like 20 pages of a textbook every 2 months, this was absolutely devastating. This was also the first year that I decided to do organized sports through my school, and although I did it for only one season, I did it for one season and never looked back, because it sucked. But we can save the sports stuff for another video. Anyway, for most of the first semester, my schedule went like this. Wake up, eat, go to school, stay after school for 3 hours to run 12 miles, go home, do homework, eat dinner, shower, sleep. Every single day. You might be wondering how I made time for friends. Heh, I had no time for friends. In addition to the reading we had to do, we began to have to do AP College Board style testing in order to prepare for the real AP College exam. This included writing essays with some convoluted grading formula to give you a total out of 7 points, with a possible 2 bonus points if you managed to get all the original 7. These essays on the test became a very significant source of competition for all of the students in that class. We would all get 2s and 3s out of 7s and then rub it in each other's faces whenever we managed to score a 5 or something. Yeah, we were nerds. Hella nerdy. The first semester was super rough for me because I was adjusting, but I tried really hard to make sure I did all of my work for my AP World Teachers class because I didn't want to seem stupid. I actually burned through about 3 notebooks that whole year for just that one class, making sure I had notes on everything. I was so tired all the time because of this class. After the sports season ended, I finally had time to stay after school with my teacher, and I was very excited to be a nerd again and not have to run 12 miles every single day. When I stayed after, I'd pretty much always work on improving my thesis writing skills, my note taking skills, and studying techniques. Yes, I asked her literally, how do you study? Because y'all know I like to optimize my shit. And I'm about to multi shine the heck out of these notes, boy. I would stay after so often that we would usually talk about really random things that had nothing to do with history, however. Like, she was supposed to be a lawyer, but got tired of it, and how she used to rebel against her parents all the time. We also talked about how she used to party and stuff in college. She also swore more than any other teacher I remember whenever I stayed after. These conversations made me feel like it was more of a friend with many years of experience in life teaching me history instead of a teacher, and I really didn't want to let her down. So I basically sucked booty at writing essays and test taking for most of the year. And then we had our legit practice exam in February, and I was nervous. We went in there, took an 80 question exam in like 50 minutes, then we transitioned to writing 3 essays in 2 hours. The room was dead silent, and I was trying extremely hard because I didn't want to look stupid. I actually got sick following the practice exam and was unable to find out what my score was until I got back because all these nerds don't take care of themselves when it's time to study. When I finally recovered and went to my history class, I saw my test and all of my essays sitting on my desk. I was extremely used to getting mediocre scores on all of my exams, so I looked at it and saw your boy got an 85 on the multiple choice, which was sick. Then I got a 4 and a 5 on 2 of the essays. But guess what your boy got on his third essay? A frickin' 8. The only 8 in the whole class. I popped off so hard. Everyone looked at me, and I was trying to show off my high score because I was very happy, and that's what we always did whenever we got our tests back. But apparently, they had already seen my score because my teacher rubbed it in their face for me while I was sick. Let's go. Anyways, that class was the beginning of becoming really focused on studying and being a good student, but only when there are cute girls around. Peace.